In recent years, the state has successively issued a number of policies on vigorously cultivating the digital economy and strengthening the overall layout of the construction of digital China. Among them, the 14th Five-Year Science and Technology Development Plan for Radio, Television and Online Audiovisual issued by the State Administration of Radio and Television in October 2021 clearly encourages and supports the technological development of virtual digital people for the first time, and promotes virtual anchors. Animated sign language is widely used in the production of news broadcasts, weather forecasts, variety shows, science and education, etc., innovating the form of programs, and improving the efficiency and intelligence of production and broadcasting. The Virtual Digital Human Depth Industry Report shows that by 2030, the market size of China's virtual digital human is expected to reach 270 billion yuan, of which digital human is considered to be the entrance to the metaverse and one of the most certain tracks at present. Up to now, as one of the sub-sectors of the digital economy, the digital human has gone through several rounds of development iterations. With the characteristics of high efficiency and high quality, the application scenarios have gradually shifted from games, film and television, and entertainment industries to media, government affairs, medical care, education, etc. Penetration in various fields, such as finance and pension. 1. Digital human, and digital human assessment. Before formally discussing digital human rights risks and regulatory issues, we must first define and understand what a digital human is. Avatar is a concept created in Avalanche. Since its development, it has a wider name, metahuman. Through motion capture, facial capture, 3D modeling, speech synthesis and other technologies, with the help of terminals such as R/VR, Mr. Presenter virtual three-dimensional person. It has three major characteristics. It has the image of human, has the character and behavior characteristics of human, and has the ability to interact like human. It is regarded as the entrance for people to enter the metaverse in the future. With the gradual deepening of the application of virtual digital humans, various issues and related discussions have attracted more and more attention. The first is how to evaluate the topic of virtual digital human. In the article Explore My Image, Construction and Application of Digital Human Evaluation Model, the author selects representative virtual digital human in the market. On this basis, the comments are processed by data cleaning, word segmentation, screening of feature words, sentiment analysis, etc., and a digital human evaluation model is constructed based on the theory of perceived value, from 5 technical, functional, interactive, emotional and social. The dimension scores the digital people, trying to evaluate the digital people from the perspective of user perception, and get a glimpse of the current development status of the digital people. The study found that there are significant differences between various types of digital people. Users have higher expectations for functional digital people, and are more optimistic about the social value of functional digital people. Hyper-realistic technology and cartoon technology are also favored by users. During the research process, the author also found that the digital human Huas Haibing was questioned by users because of his too real appearance. Some users suggested that Huas Haibing was modeled by a real person, so his appearance was very similar to a real person, which was inconsistent with the artificial intelligence advertised, and then some users raised the issue of portrait rights. 2. Difficulties and challenges of digital human supervision. 1. The legal subject attributes of digital people are unclear. One of the important tasks of statute law is to transform real people into legal people, so that individuals with different characteristics that exist in real life appear in the law in the form of unified standard people and institutional people. This kind of person formed by legal abstraction is also called legal subject in jurisprudence. The virtual digital human is different from the carbon-based human in the medical sense. It is a silicon-based human composed of 0 and 1. It has no entity and has not yet been clearly defined in law. At present, the general knowledge of digital people from the industry is too broad and ambiguous, such as whether the two-dimensional Luo Tanye and Hatsune Miku who have no real appearance should be considered, how to define the legal subject of human beings and so on. 2. The rights of digital people are complicated. At present, digital people are widely used, and they are classified from the functional dimension. The mainstream thinking believes that they can be divided into 3 categories: idle entertainment, professional services and emotional companionship. Idle entertainment digital people include Douyin beauty blogger Lu Yexi, Bilibili 2D singer Luo Tanye, Harbin beer singer Ha Jiang, Rebirth Deng Li Jun, etc. Professional service digital people include CCTV AI sign language anchor, Bank virtual employee Aya, Vanka virtual newcomer Kui Xiaopon, etc. Emotional companion digital people include virtual assistants, such as Microsoft Xiaobing and Xiaoi. Judging from the above applications, the rights involved in the digital person are already very complicated. If the super-realistic digital person uses the real face, voice, name, etc., it will inevitably involve the right to portrait. In the virtual Teresa Teng activity, whether close relatives have the right to consent to others on their behalf, the use of personal rights such as the right to name and portrait is very controversial in practice. In addition, the creation of digital human-like songs, poetry collections, pictures, etc. may involve intellectual property rights. Further thinking, when a digital person has a certain sense of autonomy, it will generate content that is not under the control of the producer. If inappropriate remarks are made during this process, there may even be criminal risks such as insults and defamation. 3. Difficulties in holding digital people accountable. There are still many subjects involved in the application process of the digital human, including the digital human itself, the manufacturer, the actual operator, the people in the middle and so on. When an infringement incident occurs, how to identify the responsibility of each subject and how to avoid the incident of kicking the ball still needs to be considered. Product liability theory is a common idea in judicial practice in various countries to deal with infringement cases, such as artificial intelligence and robots. However, in the future, when the product is a digital person with independent thinking, how to define whether the infringement is the digital person's own behavior or a preset behavior becomes a difficult problem. 3. Ideas and suggestions for digital human supervision. 1. Establish the concept of digital human subject. 2. Establish a digital human evaluation mechanism. Under the concept of the metaverse, 100 flowers are blooming for digital people. How to compare digital people and how to evaluate their capabilities has become the primary issue of digital human supervision. The Cloud Computing and Big Data Research Institute of the China Academy of Information and Communications Technology has taken the lead in the development of a number of world-first international standards and industry standards for digital humans in the International Telecommunication Union and the China Communications Standards Association. 48 test items in the 3 aspects of basic security assurance capability are used to evaluate the basic capabilities of the digital human system. Of course, building an evaluation model from the perspective of user perception to evaluate and interpret the development status of digital humans is also a new approach. In the future, the government should actively take the lead and work with all parties to establish a sound and scientific evaluation mechanism for digital people, which will lay the foundation for further discussions on the rights of digital people. 3. Defining the boundaries of digital human behavior. With the development of digital human applications, digital human involves rights risks such as portrait rights, reputation rights, intellectual property rights, etc., and even uses digital human technology and means to form a new type of non-contact crime method. The behavioral boundary is a red line in our daily behavior, which cannot be crossed or violated. How to define the behavioral boundaries of digital people will be an important means of digital human supervision. The government should make a good supervision layout in advance and formulate code of conduct and punishment measures for different types of digital people to promote the healthy development of the industry.